Tonight's scavenger hunt was wild, and this was our score. Who do we find? Find out next in episode 6 of Rounding the Corners. Let's do it! Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rounding the Corners. Tonight we just did something that we have been intending to do for quite some time, and I'm clearly not talking about a shave and a haircut, although that's coming soon. I'm talking about going through our Commons box. That thing's been loaded with cards from since I was a kid, and tonight we finally went through it and found quite a haul that we will reveal at the end of the show. But before we get into that, I want to send some gratitude to Andy from the Fantasy Football Card Quest. Now, Andy's a good dude. He's got a channel out there. He comes from a fantasy football background just like me. He invests strictly in football cards, and he's done a lot of videos out there sharing his insight on who to invest in and why. He's got some great videos on there about how to analyze cards to determine if they should be buys of yours, checking for corners, edges, centering, things like that. So he's got a keen eye in terms of picking up cards on eBay. He and I have exchanged some messages back and forth, sharing some like-minded ideas, kind of trading some resources that we use in our production. So Andy, thank you very much for all your insight. Appreciate being connected to you, brother. So a couple quick tidbits of education in terms of caring for your cards. Now in the past, I'm guessing that you may have been like me, storing your cards in a binder like this, full of sheets. Look at those beautiful Mike Greenwells, just classic. But I'm here to tell you that this is probably not the best way to store your cards anymore. It is recommended that you start using soft sleeves inside of a hard sleeve, which we call a top loader. This gives your cards the best protection. The soft sleeve inside the harder top loader prevents any kind of surface scratching. And when cards are being graded, surfaces are definitely one thing that graders look at. So this allows for ease of access in and out of a top loader if you ever need to take them out. Each card is individually packaged in one of these, so you can see front and back. So that is my recommendation, and many experts around in the field would suggest the same thing. And our other tidbit of information, we'll kind of get into that after we do our big reveal of what we find in our Commons box. So let's start digging in and see what we can pull out of there. We're past midnight, about 3 hours into this, and got cards all over the floor. We are definitely in it for the long haul. Just recharged myself with a bowl of ice cream. Probably got about 2 more hours to go to get through the entire box. Let me be the first one to tell you happy Pi Day, by the way, coming up this weekend. Hopefully you are celebrating Pi Day. If you're not, that would just be irrational. All right, so what did we find? Some interesting polls here. Well, we got the Pedro Martinez rookie card. It's an interesting 1993 Pinnacle, kind of cool. A Bill Belichick rookie card. Pro sets. This was a pretty junk set of cards, but they have Belichick. His prices, if he's graded well, PSA 9 or 10, could actually be a pretty decent pull. A Belichick second year card. We have a Mike Holmgren rookie card, coach of your Green Bay Packers. Now, this is an interesting find here. Michael Strahan. This is his 1993 Fleer Ultra rookie. And what makes this special, well, yes, he's an all-time great football player, but he's also quite the crossover star. Quite a career in TV, and that makes cards even that much more valuable. So I would press you to think about some other potential athletes that could actually be crossover stars. I mean, you got Magic Johnson, you got Michael Jordan, who have done extraordinary things off the basketball court. Shaquille O'Neal is another one who comes to mind. As he's been in movies, he's been part of music, he is now part of TNT with the pre and post game show for NBA basketball. So he's quite a big name that's out there. When you think of guys like Terry Bradshaw, maybe Tony Romo, now that he's in broadcasting, he seems to be one of the top guys that are out there. He could be someone who has a rookie card that is always on the increase due to what he's doing post-football career. You look at Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock. All the things that he's done in TV with his wrestling career, his movie career, very popular in pop culture. So he is definitely someone to target. So start projecting who might be the next crossover star. Look at Brock Lesnar. He's got a football card out there. Brock Lesnar! Didn't really do much on the football field, but his UFC career and his wrestling career make him kind of a valuable find. John Cena, another wrestler who crossed over into Hollywood to make movies. His card is on the rise. Terry Crews is another one. Didn't really make much of a name for himself in the world of sports, but you look at all the things that he's done on film, on TV. You got David Beckham. Kobe Bryant was someone that was doing many things after his career. God rest his soul. So think who might be next. Aaron Rodgers seems to be out there in a lot of different avenues.
Really? That's so. All right. Remember. That come down yet?
So after his football days are over, he might make a career for himself in many different genres. Gronk. He's somebody that already had connections to wrestling. He's got quite the personality, so when his football days are done, I think that he's going to be someone who stays in the limelight and probably makes a big name for himself in maybe film or some other industry. And you never know about the hype with Kyler Murray. Maybe all the talk of him potentially going back to playing baseball, maybe being a two-sport star. I don't know, maybe that's just hype, but I mean, if it's not, that could be a great investment for anybody to invest in a two-sport star. That's something that hasn't seemed to happen since the days of Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders. So keep an eye on Kyler Murray. So who else did we find? Well, we got Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Al Davis, Deion Sanders with the Yankees, Scottie Pippen here, Mark Grace, Jose Canseco with the 40-40 Club. All these found in the Commons box, and they're still in pretty decent condition. I'm not sure if any would grade out as a 10, but you never know. I would say 8s or 9s probably. We got a Kurt Schilling, a couple stickers here, Joe Montana, Cal Ripken, Ryan Sandberg, and there's my Honus Wagner right there. Looks like the real deal, but obviously a reprint. This was the real deal, it'd be $1 million plus for sure. Now this was an interesting card, a 1933 Gaudi card. This was actually missing in the set back in the day, and it was later printed the year after to complete the set. So in order to get this card, you actually had to send in to get it, and you would get it back. So kind of a very rare card, which makes it so valuable. Now, I thought these cards were very interesting, back from my childhood as well. 1989 Nintendo sticker cards. So you got one from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and the other one Legend of Zelda. Not sure how much value there are in these, but still kind of cool collector type cards. Got a couple of Bo Jackson cards from the old Pro set. Maybe this one is actually a Fleer too, but some old Bo Jackson cards. Now these are a couple of special ones to me. Todd Froworth, he was one of my coaches, baseball coach in college, who passed away. Very young age, but he was one of the great pitchers, one of the relief pitchers back in the day. Played with Philadelphia and Baltimore. Great guy, great coach. So really cool that I have this rookie card of his. Thinking about you, Fro. And finally, the Mahomes rated rookie card that I found in my Commons box. Unbelievable. A little clickbait, yes it was. I'm talking about his dad, Pat Mahomes. But still, kind of a cool card. Father, son. If I can get a Patrick Mahomes to go with this, that'd be kind of a cool little combo platter with 2 rated rookies, father and son. And lastly, what we found was an unopened pack of 1992 Pro Set Series 1. Now, Series 1, Series 2, I don't know if it makes much of a difference.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
But this is basically junk. Top card you could kind of pull out of here as I looked it up. I believe it was Edgar Bennett rookie card. So not much that we're going to be finding here. Also, an Emmitt Smith autograph card is possible, so we can keep our fingers crossed for that, but I'm not too hopeful on what we're going to pull out of this pack. So let's open it up and see what we get.
Applaud, everyone! Applaud sarcastically. No, that sounds too sincere. Slow clap. There we go. Nice and condescending.
All right, so let's get into the pack opening. Probably the worst pack I will ever open. Let's see what we get. Straight from 1992. Woo, buddies. Can you feel the excitement? Ooh, what do we get here? Oh, that's right. Maybe we can actually win a trip to Hawaii and go to the Pro Bowl of 1993, maybe? That would be great. That would be so much fun. Time traveling. All right, one of my all-time favorites back in the day, Thurman Thomas. Oh, and there's Super Bowl memories there. No good. My Bills lost 4 years in a row. Marcus Allen. Milestone. Even these cards, how they're organized, is just disgusting. Haywood, Jeffries. Play smart. Come on, Emmett, where are you? Look at that 1991 replay. Astrodome. Benny Clark, not good. Nick Bell, big bruising type running back from what I remember. Oh, there's an Emmitt Smith. Oh, unfortunately it's not autographed, so it's probably worth 8 cents. And there's Biner. Gerald Briggs. Keith Jackson. Joe Valerio. Alright. Martin Mayhew. Pretty decent in Tecmo Bowl with his interceptions. And look at that guy. Look at that hairstyle. Dicka. Bears. Dicka. Alright. Well, there you have it. The Pro Set 1992 Series 1. A bust. Not surprising. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for checking in on this episode as we did a little diving through the comments box. Found quite a haul here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Drop some comments down below. Search through your comments box. You never know what you can find. Keep those cards in tip-top shape because you never know when you might want to pull them out. And sleeve them up just like I did here. See you around for the next one.